Hey everyone, Miriam Schimmel here, and if you're new to this channel, welcome and thank you for joining me on another art vlog adventure. I'm an illustrator based out of the United States, and in this episode, I wanted to focus on something really special. Since the holidays are upon us, I wanted to concentrate on painting Santa Claus in my style. And I've had the idea to paint Santa Claus in my style for a while, but I didn't know exactly how I would execute it. The reason why I decided to illustrate Santa Claus in this way is because the other day it dawned on me that this kind of illustration is one that I would have wished to have seen when I was a child, whether it was when my mom used to read Christmas stories to me as a child, or decorations or anything like that. So I decided to make my Santa Claus Mexican and specifically brown like me. So before I get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any of my new videos. So before I really start painting a complex kind of illustration, I usually like to lay out the character or how it's going to look. So as you can see here, I create some concept art beforehand so that way I know where things are going to be. Initially, I kind of wanted to add some word bubbles into the illustration and make it kind of comic book-like, but I decided to forego that idea because I wanted it to just be about the actions that Santa Claus is doing in the picture. So I wanted to make sure my Santa Claus was pretty friendly looking, and I really wanted to emphasize on soft round shapes because after all, Santa Claus is a happy-go-lucky kind of character. So I really wanted to emphasize the friendliness of the face. So here you can see that I drew out a quick small thumbnail because I wanted to make sure that I had all my colors, my palette for the illustration set, so that way I don't have to really think too hard about what the colors are gonna be. So after iterating on the concept art a bit more, I was happy and satisfied with how the illustration was set up. So now the fun part begins. I ended up illustrating Santa Claus going for a concha, which is a Mexican sweet bread instead of the traditional cookies that you would normally see. And it is paired up with atole, which is a sweet Mexican drink that is made out of corn dough. These are actually some of my most favorite snacks, especially during the holiday season. And I figured I think Santa Claus would actually appreciate that as much as I do. I also ended up sneaking in and illustrating my best friend slash dog. Her name is Chispy in the background, and you can kind of see her a little near where the Santa Claus's hair is. During the entire process of doing the concept art for this illustration, I just couldn't wait to paint the window, the blue window that you see there, and to paint the actual snowflakes falling because it is so awesome. It's so beautiful to me, the way snow falls, and I really miss it. Where I live, it doesn't really snow as much, so I really miss seeing just white Christmases, just the snow covering everything up. And I'm really hoping that this year we get some snow around here. So I'd like to point out the materials that I use for this entire illustration, which I kind of go back and forth using these materials. So I used watercolors, acrylic paint, a gel pen, a red Prismacolor Cool Erase pencil in carmine red, and glitter. So recently I've been getting into a habit of adding glitter to a lot of my work because I've just lately I've just been a sucker for like really sparkly things, and I feel that when I add those sparkly accents to my work, it kind of makes it pop a little more. Especially for this illustration, I wanted to capture the holiday spirit, and what better way than to actually add some glitter, some sparkly things to it. I also wanted to draw something, I guess for lack of a better word, wholesome, because some part in me, since I also love drawing creepy things, some part wanted me to include something weird and creepy in this illustration. But I had to stop myself from doing that because I was like, no, actually, I want to create something that is truly magical, truly wholesome, and just kind of something that I wish that I could see more of in this world. Because honestly, y'all, you know, with everything going on in this world, sometimes it's really a bummer, and I wanted to create something that I want to see more of. So that's just my 2 cents. And here we have an artist's worst nightmare, a broken brush. This is unfortunately a casualty of hardcore painting. Just kidding. No, I think what happened was that since the brush was 1, old, and 2, I have been leaving it in the water for such a long time, I suppose the wood got a bit brittle, and when I pressed on the brush a bit hard, that's when it snapped, when I was actually in the moment of putting the white paint on the illustration. So that sucked. And so here I am about to dust off the glitter that I applied to the illustration, and I am ready for the moment of truth. Ta-da! That part is always so satisfying. And finally, I'm adding some small details to this illustration before the grand reveal. And now the work is complete. I can stand back, chill, drink some atole, and eat some conchas. I hope y'all liked the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to receive all my newest videos. And let me know what you think in the comments. What other snacks could you see Santa Claus eating this holiday season? Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see y'all on the flip side. Bye!